Hello, welcome to another installment of the Naviate Feature of the Week series. In today's video, we're going to take a look at how Naviate Accelerate can help us handle any CAD files that might live within our Revit project. Now, if you're anything like me, you've had to use CAD files in some form or fashion within your Revit project, whether it be to use as a background for creating certain parts of your building. In the example we're looking at now, I actually used a CAD file to build this building from the ground up with CAD files provided to me from the architect of record, or even if it's using AutoCAD files to develop details within drafting views based on manufacturer's information that was provided to you. Either way, chances are you've had to deal with having AutoCAD files in your Revit project at some point or another. And you probably also know that dealing with those CAD files using some of the Revit out of the box methodology isn't exactly always easy, and it isn't exactly always straightforward either. So Naviate has created a feature called the CAD Tracker that helps streamline this entire process in managing any and all CAD files you might need in your Revit project at any given time. So let's go ahead and take a look. As I said, I have some CAD files within this project, and we're going to use the CAD Tracker to look at a couple of different things CAD Tracker can do with those CAD files. So I'm going to go ahead and start by coming to Naviate Accelerate. In the Project tab of my ribbon here, I'm going to use the Manage Project, which is going to expand my ribbon to a whole other host of different Naviate Accelerate features, and we're going to take a look at the Naviate CAD Tracker. So I'm going to go ahead and launch this, and this is going to give us the CAD Tracker dialog box. So this is what we get when we open the CAD Tracker. We have a list of the CAD files in the left-hand side of this window. It lists out the CAD file name, when it was last updated, file size. A very key column in this particular portion of the dialog box, in my opinion, is the insert type. So it gives me a snapshot of what types of CAD files I have within my project, whether they were linked or whether they were imported. And it also shows me the base level where they were placed initially. And in the right-hand side, I have a panel here that shows the location of those CAD files and where they're visible in my project currently. Also within this dialog box, I have the ability to tell Naviate how I want to see them, those CAD files, and what I'm looking at, whether it's the levels that the CAD files are associated with, or I can even look at all of the views within my project as a whole. Another thing is if you're using linked CAD file instances, and someone is still working on that CAD file and you need to keep it up to date, rather than going through and managing your links from within Revit out of the box and reloading them, the CAD Tracker does have this refresh button here, which will kind of comb through the directory and find any updates to the CAD files within your project and update them automatically, so you don't have to use Revit's out of the box and go through the reload process that way. So a couple of other things that the CAD Tracker does that I really enjoy is it allows me to toggle whether or not those CAD files are visible or not. So for example, you can see I have a CAD file visible here in the background here, just below my dialog box in this first floor plan. And I can, from within the CAD Tracker, toggle it on and off without having to grab it and do right click hide elements or go up into my Revit ribbon and hide the elements. And I can do this on the fly really quickly just with this toggle on and off. I don't have to deal with any of Revit's out of the box functionality that way. It's all right here in the CAD Tracker dialog box. I also have the ability from within this list. So if I have this CAD file living in a few other views and I want to take a look at what those views are and I don't have them open, I don't have to come into my project browser. I can actually come into my list here and I can right click on whichever view it is I want, and we have this open view option. So Naviate is going to go ahead and open that view for me. A nice new addition to the CAD Tracker. I'm going to go ahead and come back into this first floor plan here. There we can see. So the last thing that the CAD Tracker has the capability to do, and probably one of its strong points, in my opinion, is its ability to remove any CAD files from your project. Without having to track them down and manually delete them or go in and do manage links and remove links one at a time. The CAD Tracker has the ability for us to select multiple CAD files, whether we're using click and control to select different instances separate from one another, or if I have an entire list of them, I can use shift and click and select that entire list. And now I can go ahead and use the the little red trash can here and delete out all of those CAD files from my project in one fell swoop, whether they're imports or whether they're linked CAD files. I don't have to go through, locate all of my imports in my different drafting views and plan views and delete them manually. I can do that all right here with the CAD tracker. So go ahead and hit the delete icon. Naviate's just going to confirm that I want to delete all these items. I go ahead and hit yes, and all of my CAD files are gone. So that's what Naviate Accelerate's CAD Tracker can do to help you manage the CAD files you might have within your Revit project. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.